friends, and welcome to Cafe Mutual YouTube channel. Friends, of late, hybrid fund categories, particularly aggressive hybrid funds, have been gaining a lot of popularity among investors. In fact, many experts believe that hybrid funds offer a good starting point to first-time investors. So in today's episode, let us find out if this growing category actually makes sense for your clients. To talk about this, we have with us Anupam Tiwari, Fund Manager, Equity Axis Mutual Fund. Anupam has over 13 years of experience in wealth creation. Welcome, Anupam.
Thank you, Nishant. Good morning and welcome. Thanks, everybody. Good morning to everyone. Thanks, Cafe Mutual.
Okay. So, Anupam, I would start with a question which is on everyone's mind currently. So, we all know that equity markets have been reaching all-time high every now and then. So, in such a scenario, what should mutual fund distributors recommend their clients? I mean, which categories of equity fund should they recommend their clients?
Okay. So, Nishant, the thing is that one should follow a plan, irrespective of market. क्योंकि market तो ऊपर नीचे होता रहेगा. And you know, every new high will be all-time high. And as economy grows, it will continue to make new high over a period of time. Of course, it will be there would be intermittent volatility in this. तो बीच में उतार चढ़ाव चलेंगे. लेकिन एक प्राइमरी प्लान होना चाहिए हर इन्वेस्टर के लिए, उसके रिस्क एपेटाइट, उसका टाइम होराइजन, और अकॉर्डिंगली आपको एक म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम सेलेक्ट करनी होगी, वो एक बुके बनाना. बट एक हाइब्रिड, और उसमें भी जो जिसको हम लोग डायनामिक कैटेगरी कहते हैं या बैलेंस एडवांटेज कैटेगरी कहते हैं, वो एक ऐसी कैटेगरी है जो देयर इज नो कंफ्यूजन, देयर इज नो थिंकिंग रिक्वायर्ड फ्रॉम द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ इन्वेस्टर और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर. क्योंकि अगर आप पूरी इंडस्ट्री को ही देखिए तो प्रोडक्ट ऐसे हैं कि इक्विटी उसका लेवल अपने आप ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है, और ब्रॉडली सबका एक ही थॉट प्रोसेस है. थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे 19-20 होता है कि जब मार्केट महंगा हो जाए तो आप इक्विटी कम कर दीजिए, और व्हेन मार्केट इज चीप देन यू इंक्रीज द इक्विटी. तो उसमें कोई ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इन्वेस्टर के लिए सोचने के लिए या डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के लिए. एंड अगर आप एक्सिस बैलेंस एडवांटेज फंड या एक्सिस डायनामिक इक्विटी फंड देखिए तो उसमें अगर आप देखेंगे वोलेटिलिटी बहुत कम है. तो अभी क्या है, इफ मार्केट इज ऑल टाइम हाई, द वरी इज की वोलेटिलिटी बढ़ जाएगा. तो दैट इज व्हाई इन्वेस्टर्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर एवरीबॉडी इज वरीड कि इफ वी इन्वेस्ट एंड सडनली मार्केट फॉल्स बाय 10-15% तो क्या होगा. तो ऑफ कोर्स सम अमाउंट ऑफ वोलेटिलिटी इज नॉर्मल, उसको हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, और वो लॉन्ग टर्म में वोलेटिलिटी बहुत कम होती जाती है. वोलेटिलिटी का एक ही सिंपल सोल्यूशन है, वो है टाइम. बट कई बार इंटरमिटेंट वरी जो होती है इन्वेस्टर की और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स की, वो प्रॉब्लमेटिक है. तो टू हैंडल दैट आई थिंक डायनामिक या बैलेंस एडवांटेज फंड कैटेगरी इज अ वेरी वेरी गुड कैटेगरी.
सो अनुपम, लेकिन अभी जैसे इंक्रीमेंटल इनफ्लो एमएफडीज के पास आता है, तो उन्हें कैसे ये डिप्लॉय करना चाहिए इक्विटी फंड्स में? उन्हें स्टैगर्ड अप्रोच लेना चाहिए कि लमसम भी चलेगा? आपका क्या व्यू है इसमें?
देखिए, ये इसका कोई एकदम देयर इज नो फिक्स रूल. हम ऐसा कुछ नहीं कह सकते हैं, वी कैन नॉट से कि एकदम ऐसा एक फिक्स रूल है जो सब पे अप्लाई करे, सब फॉलो करें. बट डिपेंडिंग ऑन सिचुएशन ऑफ इन्वेस्टर, अगर इन्वेस्टर्स के पास टाइम होराइजन है, इफ यू हैव लिटिल लॉन्गर टर्म टाइम होराइजन फ्रॉम हियर, लेट्स से 5 year प्लस, और जो थोड़ा हाई रिस्क कैटेगरीज हैं लाइक मिड कैप, स्मॉल कैप, उनमें थोड़ा और ज्यादा. जैसे स्मॉल कैप के लिए मैं सजेस्ट करता हूँ 7-8 year टाइम फ्रेम यहाँ से. तो अगर उतना है तो यू कैन डू लमसम. But otherwise, a fixed SIP plan for next 2-3 years is a very, very good plan.
Okay. And so Anupam, many people say that hybrid funds can be a good starting point for investors. जो पहले first time invest करते हैं, ज़्यादातर लोग बोलते हैं कि उन्हें hybrid fund से start करना चाहिए. So don't you think that first time investors should invest in fixed income funds first and gradually move to riskier categories like hybrid funds for better experience? What is your view on this?
नहीं, देखिए, अगर आपको इक्विटी करना है ना तो जल्दी से जल्दी चालू कर देना चाहिए. बिकॉज इक्विटी में टाइम का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस है. मार्केट थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे कभी कभार हो गया, आप गलत टाइम पे भी आ गए, मतलब समझ लीजिए इफ यू कम एट इवन ऑल टाइम हाई, बट इफ यू आर एबल टू गिव प्रोडक्ट 10-15 years, देन यू विल स्टिल मेक डिसेंट रिटर्न्स. राइट. तो इसमें क्या है कि डोंट वेट फॉर एंड डोंट ट्राई टू से कि फिक्स्ड इनकम से स्टार्ट करो. नो, इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट अर्ली, स्टार्ट विथ इक्विटी. of course fixed income requirement is different. अगर आप if you have let's say 1 year requirement, a 2 year requirement, so then you can go for fixed income. But in any case, if you have 3 year plus and you have age in your favor, early investors are young, 25 30 year old when you start. And good thing is mutual fund mein you can start with 500 rupees. So as early as you can start in equity, that is good. Second, yes, to start with your hybrid category is a very good category, because it is least volatile. So anybody can have a very good allocation to hybrids. मेरा तो ये सजेशन होता है कि जनरली एवरी इन्वेस्टर, whether he is early investor, mid investor or late investor, मतलब those who are 40 45 50, always keep some amount in hybrid products. बिकॉज जनरली क्या है, आप एक इन्वेस्टर की अगर आप साइकोलॉजी समझिए, उसका बिहेवियर पैटर्न समझिए, हर इन्वेस्टर के पास टाइम होता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि इन्वेस्टर के पास टाइम नहीं है एंड उसके पास ऐसा है कोई अमाउंट नहीं है उसकी सेविंग में जो वो 5 साल 10 साल 15 साल के लिए छोड़ सकता हो. बट वो वोलेटिलिटी से डर जाता है कि जब सडनली उसने इन्वेस्ट किया 2-3 साल और उसका पोर्टफोलियो 20-25% नीचे है, 20-25% डाउन, सो ही गेट्स वरीड एंड ही स्टॉप्स. he waits कि ये cover up हो जाएगा, then I will start again because he's worried. So when you have a least volatile product like in hybrid category in your portfolio, so that gives you a lot of stability, and that is why behaviorally it impacts you during bad times. And and we know कि bad times में investment decision गलत होते हैं. अच्छे टाइम पे तो सब कुछ अच्छा ही चलता है.
Right. So my next question is, extension to this itself. So Anupam, according to you, what are the 3 key benefits of hybrid funds?
एक तो जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है कि आपकी वोलेटिलिटी कम होती है. That is one thing. And depending on hybrid, जैसे हाइब्रिड में भी there are products which have 25% equity, then there are 40-45, and then there are 65-75, and then there are dynamic products. Generally, dynamic products are the superior quality product in this because it moves. So the benefit is, one is least volatility. और ये जनरली हम रियलाइज नहीं करते हैं, जैसा अभी पिछले आपके क्वेश्चन के आंसर में मैंने कहा कि volatility impacts your decision making. Most of the investors don't realize this, but this is the fact. What hurts them is not negative return, it is the volatility, right? The drawdowns. So this gives you a lot of stability. Second thing is it gives you good decent participation in the equity market. And in long run, we have all seen now, we have all 15-20 year data that equity has delivered decent returns, at least good inflation beating returns across categories, be it large cap, mid cap, small cap. So that is another good benefit, कि you participate without too much worry on volatility. And debt component होता है तो आपका prevention of loss of capital हो जाता है, because you don't lose much capital during drawdowns or negative returns. So these are 3-4 benefits. And everybody should take it as a very serious product. Generally, what we have seen is that people take it as a temporary allocation or intermittent allocation. कि okay, if I am not getting clear signal in market or I am not comfortable, अभी मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, जैसे आपने बोला all time high है, I am not comfortable and that is why I want to allocate something to hybrid. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. This is not the right approach. I think hybrid should be a proper approach.
अच्छा. So अनुपम, ज्यादातर MFD जो है, जैसे वो किसी मीडियम टर्म गोल को प्लान करते हैं क्लाइंट्स के लिए, तो वो हाइब्रिड फंड को बहुत ऊपर रखते हैं. तो ऐसे में आपका क्या आउटलुक होगा मीडियम टर्म इक्विटी मार्केट्स का?
देखिए, अभी ओवरऑल सिनेरियो इज लुकिंग क्वाइट गुड if you look at from perspective of economic recovery. So it is happening quite in a decent pace, and globally it is happening in a very, very decent pace, whether you look at Western countries like US. China is doing okay. Of course, China is becoming a large economy, तो थोड़ा वहाँ growth कम होगी, which is natural. It is nothing to worry about it. कोई भी country continuously cannot grow at 10%, right? It has become a very large economy, so it will slowly grow at a lower pace. India recovery is very good. Of course, second wave का impact है, and that we have to see. At certain segment, people are worried that there could be a third wave. तो उसके लिए भी है. तो if November, December we get our vaccination significantly complete, then I think this recovery will take pace. It will gain pace. More and more pace will be gained in the recovery, economic recovery front. Second thing is कि हमारा macro environment काफी ठीक है. If you look at last 2 year currency, current account deficit, etc. In fact, we went into a surplus. Everything is looking quite good. Inflation was a worry, but fortunately, वो comfort zone में है. 6% तक RBI is in a comfort zone, so that's not a problem. Global liquidity and effort to keep economy in a good shape is very, very good. So there is no big worry per se. Of course, economic recovery will take time, a little bit time. Intermittently, अगर आप देखिए तो certain segment में, especially on the consumption space, demand is very good. It's coming back. We can see that. Some sectors are worried, like auto, etc. But I think as recovery gain pace, it will also recover. Plus, auto में we need to keep in mind that we are going through a transition, right? So it has its own special situation. It's not in a normal situation. So I think economy is in a good shape. God forbid if there is any third wave. And we hope, if you look at UK's example, that they got vaccination completed and their cases are there, but still death rate, hospitalization is very, very controlled. तो अगर ऐसा situation रहता है जबकि third wave बहुत ज़्यादा problematic नहीं होती है, तो I think we are in a good shape. Foreign investors are quite positive on India if you look at private equity side, etc. So there, and now I can see a good risk-taking appetite coming back in promoters. That is also coming back. So slowly and slowly, new investment will also start. So I think from a next 5-year perspective, we are quite positive. ऐसा कुछ बहुत बड़ा problem या issue, lingering issues or something which can cause a significant damage to the market, it's not in my horizon at least. Of course, at some point of time, US में tapering होगी. The kind of liquidity they are pumping, so they will slow down and then they might start withdrawing that liquidity. तो उसका एक temporary impact होगा, but if growth comes back, it will compensate.
Okay, तो उसका ज़्यादा बड़ा impact नहीं होगा basically outflows का tapering के कारण.
हाँ, क्योंकि अगर growth आएगी, तो then investor would like to continue to remain invested. तो ऐसा नहीं लगता कि tapering का थोड़ा बहुत impact आएगा ही, because there is some liquidity which is chasing market just because there is liquidity. So some impact would be there, but it will not be a very material problem.
Okay. So Anupam, how comfortable are you with the valuations across market caps?
Yeah, of course, valuation has gone up significantly. So valuation is a worry. But generally what happens is that over a period of time, either growth comes to compensate for that, or generally market will correct, so you will get opportunity to buy stocks at a lower level. But if you look at from a very, very long-term perspective, generally, let's say 5-year plus, or small caps, अगर आप देखें, mid cap देखें, to 5 to 8 years, generally just timing the market doesn't help. So you need to have a plan and continue following that plan.
So Anupam, talking about equity saver fund and Axis Dynamic Equity Fund. So according to you, who are the ideal investors for these two funds? And why should MFDs consider integrating equity savings fund and dynamic equity funds in their clients' portfolio?
Okay. So देखिए, equity saver fund का जो basic criteria है हमारे पास कि we keep equity capped at 45%. So generally we maintain 40 to 45. So it's a very broadly stagnant allocation kind of thing. So this is a product for those people who are looking at a very short-term horizon. And generally we advise people, if they have, let's say, 1 to 2 year time horizon, or maybe even let's say 1 to 3 year time horizon, they can take equity saver. And when people have a long-term time horizon, जिसके बाद ज़्यादा समय, let's say 5 year plus, and they are willing to take slightly higher risk, then dynamic equity fund or Axis Balance Advantage Fund come into picture. Because Balance Advantage Fund, we can go up to even 100. The dynamic equity fund that you mentioned. Now we call it Axis Balance Advantage Fund. So that their equity can be as high as 100. And generally we keep lowest equity level at 30. So that is for a slightly more aggressive investor, और जिसके पास थोड़ा time ज़्यादा हो. So we generally call 3 to 5 year plus.
Okay. Currently there are many BAFs in the market, right? So why do you think this the strategy that you are following gives you a competitive advantage?
So we have a good track record. We launched in August 2017, and since then we have a good track record. So that is something that I think should give confidence to distributors. Last year, because of lockdown, there was a technical issue with our factors, and hence we got it corrected. Now we have ability to intervene and correct the inputs. So that we have done, and once again performance has improved. So I think in any strategy, if you look all these algorithm based products, the only confidence that investor or distributor should get is from the past performance, right? Because given the time and how market behaves, हर समय ऐसा होगा कि कभी ना कभी कोई स्ट्रेटजी बहुत अच्छा काम करेगी, let's say in 6 month to 12 month time horizon. So if I have more equity, market goes up, I will do well. If market falls, somebody who has less equity, he will do well. But if you look at 4-5 year or 3 to 5 year time horizon, then you will get to know what is the actual performance of the strategy. So I think that is the biggest factor for giving confidence to investors and distributors.
अच्छा, तो ये फंड्स में आप लोग एसेट एलोकेशन जो स्ट्रेटजी होती है, ये मतलब हाउ फ्रीक्वेंटली डू यू रिव्यू इट?
So the standard that we used to follow was 40 day, and still we follow the same 40-day method. But generally what happened during lockdown, there was so much volatility that we felt need, हमको ऐसा लगा कि we need to have a flexibility in that. So now we have flexibility that in any extreme case we can intervene in between. मतलब हम 40 days से पहले भी rebalance कर सकते हैं, but generally we follow 40-day policy.
अच्छा. So अनुपम, आपका जो BAF है वो comparatively less volatile है अभी मार्केट में, मतलब काफी स्टेबल आपका परफॉर्मेंस रहा है. So कैसे आपने ये which formula helped you to minimize this downside risk of the fund?
So एक तो देखिए जो हम factors use करते हैं उसमें volatility is a very important factor. So we use 3 factors: valuation, trend and volatility. So that also helps us. उससे हमको मदद मिलती है कि हम we can control the volatility. The second thing is that generally we believe कि investor in this product wants a safe product. उसको highest return नहीं बनाना है. He wants to make good decent returns, but he also wants to control volatility. So the equity portfolio that we create is very large cap oriented. We generally don't go too much into mid cap and small cap. So that also helps us in terms of maintaining volatility in control. और एक जो तीसरी चीज है कि जनरली वी आर स्लाइटली कंजर्वेटिव इन द फार्मूला, सो दैट हेल्प्स अस. द वे वी हैव डिजाइन्ड द होल प्रोडक्ट इज आइडिया इज टू कंट्रोल वोलेटिलिटी.
अच्छा,
बिकॉज़ व्हाट वी बिलीव इज दैट इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ वोलेटिलिटी, आपके लिए एक लार्ज कैप या मल्टी कैप प्रोडक्ट आप अपने आप चले जाएंगे, करेक्ट. फिर उसके लिए आपको इस प्रोडक्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. लेकिन अगर आप बिल्कुल वोलेटिलिटी नहीं चाहते हैं, then this product becomes very very important. So in managing and designing this product, our key thought process is that keep volatility in check.
Okay. So Anupam, one last question. So हम लोग equity portion के बारे में बात की अभी तक, लेकिन debt portion का क्या, उसमें क्या risk आप लोग mitigation strategy apply करते हैं, क्योंकि आजकल debt भी बहुत volatile हो गया है.
Correct. बट देखिए उसमें हमारा जनरली जो हम एक डेट, हमारे जो डेट पोर्टफोलियोज की फिलॉसफी है which is significantly AAA+. So that is what we follow, and safe portfolio, and we keep duration in check, let's say 3 to 4 year or 2.5 to 4 year kind of thing. So that is one thing, and generally portfolio is very very stable. See, we don't change portfolio quite often in that. So debt for us is just not a return maximization strategy. उसमें ऐसा कुछ हम कोशिश नहीं करते. It's a very stable portfolio so that we can make very decent returns and keep money safe. That is the idea.
Okay. So with that, we have come to an end to this interesting session with Anupam Tiwari. Thank you so much, Anupam, for your valuable time and inputs.
Thank you, Nishant. Thanks for inviting us here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Great.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.